The stadium erupted, but as Hayato's foot connected, something inside him shattered. His face divided, youth on one side, age carved into the other. The crowd didn't see it. Beside him, an hourglass materialized, golden sand draining with each heartbeat. His eyes shifted. One crimson, one gold, glowing with the hunger of a forbidden pact. Every goal he scores steals a year of his life. And he refuses to stop. 2 years earlier, in a sterile clinic, a doctor's words hung in the air like a guillotine.
Hayato, your heart is failing. Without a miracle, you have 2 years to live.
2 years. I haven't even lived yet. This can't be real.
He walked out of that room carrying a death sentence. His entire future erased. He was already a ghost. Until the night a fallen god offered him a terrible deal. That night, Hayato returned to the abandoned pitch where his dreams had once burned bright.
Football was the only thing left. Now, even that's being taken away.
Then the air fell still. A gravity pressed down. An ancient, sorrowful presence.
Boy, your despair is a fragrance in the dark. I can grant you the power to transcend all mortals.
I am dying anyway. If you can make my last days unforgettable, I don't care about the cost.
A contract. Your blood seals it. Limitless genius on the pitch, but every goal consumes a year of your remaining life.
Hayato slit his thumb with his teeth and pressed it to the parchment without hesitation. A crimson rune seared deep into his chest, a living mark of the pact, and when he opened his eyes, they burned with 2 colors: crimson ruin, golden doom.
Now, I have something worth dying for. Every second on that pitch will be a legend.
Weeks later, Hayato stood on a professional pitch for the first time, a tryout that would become legend.
My body feels weightless. The ball obeys before I even decide. This power, it's inhuman.
He glided past seasoned pros as if time had bent to his will. The coaches scribbled furiously, then the pass came. A through ball sliced with perfect weight. Hayato didn't hesitate. His right foot struck the ball, and a sound like a heartbeat's echo rang across the field. The net bulged, and an invisible hook yanked something vital from his chest.
What was that? My heart just lurched. I feel older?
A translucent hourglass shimmered into existence beside him, golden sand trickling downward.
1 goal, 1 year. The contract isn't metaphor, but the crowd's roar is deafening. I've never felt this alive.
He let the chance swallow him whole. The price was insane, but the glory was infinite. After the match, Hayato stared into the locker room mirror, and a stranger stared back.
A line under my eye, silver in my hair. I felt it drain out of me with the ball.
Hayato, you made everyone's jaws drop. But your face, what happened to you?
Just exhaustion. I pushed too hard in the tryouts. I'll bounce back.
Exhaustion doesn't explain the gray. I've seen photos from last week. Something isn't right.
She's inches from the truth. If she sees the rune, she'll think I am losing my mind. Give me until the end of the season. After that, I'll tell you everything. I promise.
I don't like this, Hayato. I'll hold you to that. But please, be careful.
She left, her footsteps slow and heavy in the hallway. The silence wrapped around him again.
By the time this season ends, I'll be a legend or a corpse. Either way, she'll know.
Over the next weeks, Hayato scored again and again, each goal carving another year from his future. The media dubbed him the lifespan striker, a ghost writing his legend in fading ink. Sakura could not shake the dread. She dug through old medical files and found the death sentence he'd hidden.
This report from 2 years ago. Terminal heart failure. He was dying before he ever stepped on the pitch. Hayato, I know about your heart. You had 2 years to live before you even joined us. What have you done?
That is old news. I am fine now. Better than fine. The condition stabilized.
Stabilized? You are aging years, per game. Look at yourself. This is not normal. It is suicide.
I said I have it under control. Stop digging, Sakura. You are not my mother.
Hayato, please. I am trying to save your life. Why won't you let me in?
But he gave no answer, his footsteps echoing until the silence swallowed her. Days later, in a must-win league match, Hayato took the ball at midfield with grim intent.
3 goals will seal our playoff spot. 3 more years. I accept.
He scored his first with a blistering volley. A gray streak shot through his hair instantly. The second was a tap-in after a mazy run. His legs buckled momentarily, but he played on.
3rd. And I'll be halfway to a coffin, but I won't stop now.
The 3rd goal erupted off his left foot, a rocket, and the hourglass cracked audibly. Hayato collapsed in the penalty area, his heartbeat a stutter. The crowd fell silent. In the hospital, Dr. Kudo studied the charts with a face of pure disbelief.
Your vitals resemble a man in his 40s. The degeneration is impossibly fast. What is happening to you?
A few months at most. The sand is almost gone, but I'll take every last goal with me.
That night, fever dragged Hayato into a shadow world where the rune on his chest pulsed like a second heart. He stood in a sterile room where a small boy, Kenta, lay tangled in wires, barely breathing. A thread of blood-red light stretched from his chest to the child's heart, pulsing gently.
What is this thread? Is my cursed life tied to that boy's heartbeat?
Hayato woke gasping, the vision seared behind his eyelids. Sakura was at his side.
You were whispering. Something about a child. Who were you talking to?
Just a fever dream. I don't remember clearly. It meant nothing.
A dream? You said the children, as if they needed you. What aren't you telling me?
Drop it, Sakura. I can't explain what I don't understand. Just let me rest. If that vision was real, maybe my curse isn't only death, but I can't afford hope.
The next morning, Hayato pulled the IV from his arm and signed a discharge form he barely read.
You shouldn't be walking, the doctors said. Your heart could arrest at any moment.
And I told you, this season ends with a trophy. I have 1 game left in me.
1 game. You can barely stand upright. I am suspending you for medical reasons.
You can't. This final is my entire reason for existing. If you take it away, I'll die a hollow nothing.
Then promise me, this is the last. After that, you stop. You live.
I promise. 1 last match, and I'll rest. I'll rest. In a way you won't understand. 1 more goal for that dream child.
Sakura let him go, her authority crumbling against his desperate need.
He's not coming back from this. My job is to let him go.
On the eve of the championship final, Hayato returned to the pitch alone, wrapped in silence.
Tomorrow I give back everything this contract took from me. But what did it ever take?
A cold wind coiled around his shoulders. Then the weight, that ancient gravity, returned.
You're here, but you won't answer, will you? You never told me why.
Sora remained a statue of regret, his galaxy eyes dim, his lips sealed.
If this curse has any meaning, let me save 1 more. Just 1. That boy I saw. Let my death be the mortar that seals a life back together. Let it not be wasted.
The deity said nothing, but the wind stilled, and the night seemed to hold its breath.
All right. If this is the end, I'll make it a goal the world won't forget.
He walked off the pitch without looking back, into the final day of his life. The championship final kicked off before a roaring sea of 80,000 souls. From the first whistle, Hayato's legs dragged like anchors. His body was already failing.
Everything is lead. My lungs are paper, but if I stop, they'll know.
Hayato, you are a ghost out here. What's happening to you?
I am fine. Just focus on the game, Captain.
But Matsuda grabbed his arm during the next stoppage, refusing to let the matter die.
Don't lie to me. We've bled together. If something is wrong, I need to know how to help.
The only help I need is the ball at my feet one last time. Can you give me that?
Matsuda released him, shaken, as the referee called play on.
From the sideline, I can see him breaking apart, and I can do nothing.
The 75th minute dragged on, the scoreboard locked at 1-1. Hayato's body had nothing left.
I can't even feel my legs. If I fall now, it's all over.
A defender's shoulder sent him sprawling. His knees hit the turf, and the world tilted. Then the roar of the crowd vanished. Time snapped to a halt. Sora emerged from the stillness, his cloak no longer shadow but radiant pain.
Hayato. I could not speak until the hourglass bled near empty. The contract was never a curse. Each year you lost did not vanish. It was given to a child dying of your same failing heart.
Images swirled around him, Kenta and hundreds of other children, their hearts beating because of his goals.
Every goal. I wasn't killing myself. I was saving them. One more, and I can save one more.
He rose from the grass, his mismatched eyes blazing with a fire no medicine could grant. This match was now for them. Time crashed back, and Hayato rose like a man who had just been handed the reason for his suffering. He intercepted the next pass with a burst of otherworldly speed that froze the midfield.
Hayato? Your eyes. You are moving like before, but...
No time. The contract wasn't a curse. Every goal saves a child. This one is for them.
Matsuda's eyes widened, but he nodded. And for the first time in weeks, the captain allowed a sliver of faith.
What is happening? He was barely standing. Now he's defying physics. His eyes, they're glowing like embers.
Hayato sliced through 3 defenders as if they were standing in molasses, his touch divine.
Kenta, hold on just a little longer. I'm bringing you a year.
The crowd rose to their feet, a collective gasp as the lifespan striker pushed toward the box. The hourglass showed a handful of grains left, but Hayato didn't look. He only saw the goal. The 89th minute arrived with Hayato bearing down on the goal, but his legs began to buckle.
Not now. I can't fall now. Kenta is counting on this heartbeat.
His body betrayed him. He crashed onto the turf just inside the penalty arc, the ball rolling free. As his vision faded, he saw a hospital room, a heart monitor emitting a single endless tone. Kenta, the boy from his dream. His small chest had stopped moving.
Number. I refuse. He dies because I stop? Then I will not stop. Not yet. Not yet.
From a depth no medicine could chart, Hayato shoved his palms into the earth and rose.
1 grain left. 1 year. I'll give it all. Kenta, this is my last promise.
The world fell silent around him. He forced his legs into motion, one impossible step after another. 80,000 people held their breath, unaware they were witnessing a resurrection. Matsuda saw the impossible, his dying teammate clawing back to his feet, and a roar tore from his chest.
Everyone, to Hayato. Give him the ball now. He's not done.
The team obeyed. A desperate pass sliced through the frozen defense and found Hayato's trembling foot.
Hayato, stop. You can't survive another goal. Please, step off.
I hear you, Sakura. But this isn't survival. It's a trade. 1 year for 1 child. I'll pay.
He pushed the ball forward with his last living muscle, defenders falling away like shadows before dawn.
He's not stopping. He was never going to. This is his final act, and it's not for glory.
1 shot. 1 grain. Kenta, breathe when this ball hits the net. This heartbeat is yours.
The goalkeeper rushed out, but time seemed to stretch into a thin, fragile thread. 80,000 souls vanished. There was only the boy, the ball, and the promise he was about to keep. Hayato's vision fractured into shards of light. The only sound was a heartbeat, Kenta's, echoing inside his skull. He cut past the last defender with a step that belonged to a ghost, not a dying man. The whites of the goalie's eyes, the net yawning, everything narrowed to a single point. The hourglass drained its final grain. A golden speck fell, and time itself seemed to rupture. Hayato pulled back his right leg, every fiber of muscle screaming a final protest. He struck the ball with the force of 157 lives he had already saved, pouring the last of himself into the leather. The ball rocketed forward, a comet of white and black, as his body began its terminal collapse. For one frozen instant, the universe held its judgment, goal or miss, life or death.
Fly. Please fly. Kenta, catch this heartbeat. It's yours.
The shot was taken. Everything now depended on where the net refused to be. The ball curled past the goalkeeper's fingertips, a cruel, perfect arc, and kissed the net. The stadium detonated. 80,000 voices became a single, deafening roar of victory. But Hayato's body convulsed, as if struck by a bolt from the contract itself. His hair, once half gray, turned bone white in an instant, spreading like frost. Deep wrinkles carved themselves around his eyes and mouth, aging him decades in a breath. The rune on his chest blazed crimson once more, then fractured like a dying ember. He crashed to the turf, limbs twisted, head lolling, the weight of 158 years bearing him down. The hourglass beside him shattered completely, golden sand dissolving into light, its purpose fulfilled. The scoreboard flipped, 2-1, champions, but the hero who sealed it lay broken on the grass. Nobody was watching him. The celebration masked a sacrifice the world would not understand. Sakura had watched him fall from the sideline, and now she ran, past coaches, past players, past the trophy itself. She dropped to her knees in the grass, lifting his white-haired head into her lap, tears already blurring her vision.
Hayato, stay with me. Look at me. I am here. Don't you dare leave yet.
The roar of the celebration dimmed, as if the world had pulled a blanket over the noise, leaving only their broken circle.
Sakura, listen. The contract. It wasn't a curse. It wasn't a curse. Every goal I scored, saved a child. The years went to them. Kenta lives because of this.
His hand, spotted with age, reached for her cheek but fell short. His smile was the youngest thing about him.
All this time, he wasn't destroying himself. He was paying the price for them.
I kept my promise. One last match. Now, I'll rest.
His eyes, crimson and gold, flickered and went still. The silent stadium held them, a chapel of unknowing triumph. From the broken shell on the grass, a luminous shape rose. Hayato, young again, his eyes no longer tragic but bright. Sora materialized before him, not a shadow now, but a kneeling figure of ancient reverence, his cloak woven from starlight.
157 years, 157 children. You carried a burden no mortal should bear, and you bore it with love.
The veil between worlds split, and Hayato saw hospitals across the globe, children gasping awake, their hearts beating strong. Kenta, the boy from his dream, sat up in his bed, the red thread now a golden tether of breath and life.
It wasn't a curse at all. It was a divine wire transfer of years. Every goal delivered a miracle. You couldn't tell me. Otherwise, it would have been a choice, not a sacrifice. This was the only way.
Sora simply bowed his head. Hayato turned one last time toward the field below, and then he dissolved into a cascade of warm light. On the pitch, Sakura still held the aged body, the trophy lying like an afterthought in the damp grass. She did not speak. Her tears fell onto his still smiling face, each drop a private ceremony for the champion. Nobody knew. The jubilant chants stumbled as the giant screen focused on a still figure on the grass. Hayato's aged, peaceful face filled the display. White hair, deep lines, a smile frozen in rest. A murmur rippled through the stands. Medics in fluorescent vests sprinted onto the pitch, parting the celebration. They reached Sakura. She clutched him tighter, shaking her head, her voice a raw whisper.
Not yet. He gave them a trophy. They need to see what it cost.
Reluctantly, she let them lift his body onto a stretcher, but first, she pressed the cold trophy into his folded hands. The crowd's confusion deepened. Cheers became scattered applause. Then, a heavy, bewildered silence. The scoreboard still blared champions, but 80,000 souls began to sense a weight they could not name. Sakura walked beside the stretcher, one hand resting on Hayato's, the trophy reflecting the stadium lights. They cheered for a goal. They did not know they had witnessed a sacrifice. In the desolate locker room, Matsuda sat alone, the championship medal cold around his neck.
We won, but I feel like we lost our soul. Hayato, what did you really give up?
His eyes found Hayato's black and gold jersey hanging from a hook, the number 9 facing him. The rune was dark, but a torn piece of paper was tucked into the collar. Unfolding it, Matsuda read the handwriting that shook the ground beneath his feet.
Wear it with pride. It saved 157.
His legs gave way, and he slumped against the lockers. The note pressed to his chest.
157 children. He wasn't killing himself. He was trading his life for theirs, and I just passed him the ball.
The door opened, and the team filed in, their celebration dying as they saw their captain shattered. He handed them the note, and one by one, the champions broke into silent, heaving sobs. Heaving sobs. Weeks later, Sakura walked through a children's hospital ward, sunlight pouring through the windows. A small boy with dark, messy hair spotted her and ran, clutching a football to his chest.
Are you Sakura? The man with the glowing chest said you'd come.
A man with a glowing chest. You saw him too?
He came in my dreams. His chest had a red light, and he smiled like the sun. He said to tell you thank you, and that I can play now.
Sakura's knees touched the cold floor. She pulled the boy into a gentle embrace, her tears falling into his hair.
He saved you. Kenta, he saved all of you. Every goal was a heartbeat.
Then I want to score goals too, so I can give heartbeats like he did.
You already did more than that, Hayato. You planted seasons of hope in this child.
Outside the window, a flock of birds took flight, and the sun broke fully through the clouds. In the team's memorial hall, a single jersey hung in a shaft of morning light. Hayato's black and gold number 9. The fabric still holding the shape of the boy who wore it. On its chest, the contract rune pulsed faintly, a heartbeat refusing to stop. A bronze plaque beneath it read, "Number 9. He scored for more than goals." Visitors would pause, and a weight settled deeper than the engraved letters. Every life he touched now carries his heartbeat, a rhythm written in sacrifice. The sands in the hourglass were never lost. They were planted in the soil of hope. He gave them away, goal by goal, until he became the dawn in 158 other chests. The jersey still hangs in the light. The rune still glows, the promise still holds, and somewhere, a child kicks a football and laughs, because a boy traded his years for that exact sound.